Welcome back to Fiery Femmes, where ambition meets freedom and we build careers that work for women, not the other way around. Today, we're dismantling a belief that quietly keeps so many women stuck. Your value is your job title. No, absolutely not. Your job title is one line on a business card. Your career capital, your skills, your network, reputation, adaptability, problem solving, that's the real asset. Job titles can be given, and career capital is built, and it travels with you everywhere. Let's talk about how to build it and why skill stacking and identity beyond employment is your real future proofing strategy. We grew up equating worth with titles: manager, VP, director, head of X. Especially in corporate environments, title can feel like safety blankets, like proof that we're progressing, that we're enough. But the truth is, titles are fragile. Companies restructure, markets shift, AI is changing job functions, industries evolve, and titles can be taken away. Skills, mindset, and network, they stay with you. Your title is temporary, and your career capital is compounding equity. So, first and foremost, what is career capital? Really, career capital is the collection of assets that make you valuable in any room. It includes marketable skills, adaptability, execution ability, personal brand and reputation, network and relationships, thought leadership, experience solving real problems, confidence, and communication. These things aren't tied to a company, they're tied to you. And this is how you go from employed to valuable. Future proofing isn't becoming the best at just one thing, it's becoming excellent at the combination of things. This is where women truly shine. And examples of powerful stacks include tech, storytelling, and community building. This is super powerful. Finance, empathy, mentoring, sales, product knowledge, and literacy, wellness, leadership, and communication. It's about being a hybrid because a multi-dimensional woman is a resilient one. Let's talk about identity because this is where many ambitious women hit the wall. If your whole sense of self rests on your job, a layoff, a career break, or even mat leave, it can feel like losing yourself. Because who are you without your email signature? You're a thinker, you're a builder, you're a woman with ideas, you're someone who creates value, you're a problem solver. Your work is something that you do, it's not who you are. When identity is internal and not borrowed, you move very differently. You negotiate differently, you leave situations misaligned with your worth. You bet on yourself, and you stop seeking permission to shift. And in fact, this is definitely something that I personally struggled as well. So when I left corporate and I struggled with that. I had titles that people understood. I had titles that people celebrated. And then when I was on my own, I didn't. And I had to answer whenever I go into rooms and then they ask, who are you? Where are you from? What do you do for work? Where do you work? You have to create an elevator pitch for yourself. But through repetition, what I've learned was this. My power wasn't in the title. It was in the resilience that I built, the talent that I grew, the network that I nurtured, the insights that I gathered, the courage to reinvent. That identity travels anywhere, and that is freedom. So, this is an action plan for you this week. 3 things that you can do right now. 1, sit down, have your cup of coffee while you list down your career capital. And that is including your skills, your relationships, your experiences. And one thing that I did was create a SWOT analysis. So that's your strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So creating a SWOT analysis of your life, of your career, of your skill set. And I really emphasize on relationships as well. Sometimes people don't really look at the relationships that you've built through the years and think about it. These people already know you, they trust you, they like you. Hopefully, you like them as well. So it's really important to just have a think of who these people are and make sure that you remember the capital that you have. So, one, you list your career capital. That's your skills, relationships, and experiences. And if you like, create a SWOT analysis for yourself as well. Second, identify one skill to layer on this quarter. So, do you need to layer on negotiation, AI tools? And this is something that's so relevant because new AI tools drop literally every week. Money literacy, public speaking, creative thinking, data fluency. And last but not the least is start building a presence outside of work, your own projects, creating content, your network, your thinking. This is how future-proof women move. So again, the action plan for this week, and I'm going to be writing it on the notes as well, is listing your career capital, identifying one skill to layer on in the next quarter, start to build a presence outside of work. Look, titles fade, markets shift, industries evolve. But the woman who owns her skills, voice, relationships, and adaptability, she doesn't fear the future. She creates it. Thanks so much for tuning into Fiery Femmes, where women rise with strategy, sovereignty, and self-belief. If this episode spoke to you, share it with a woman rewriting her career narrative, and I'll see you in the next one.